sorceries were all nations deceived. First, he told us that for thy merchants were the great men of the earth were your merchants. They were the one in which you dispose your plans. They are the billionaires of the time. Then he said, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Now, the word sorcery is the word pharmakia, from where you get medicine. It's amazing that what this, because I'm unmaxing these individuals, what they will be doing is using the great men of the earth, because we could see that in our times today. They would use the great men of the earth to push an agenda, but the agenda they would push would come through pharmakia, sorcery, pharmacy. So that goes on to medicine. They will push the agenda, and the end product of this agenda would be by medicine. Because I want to even help you understand and show you what the emblem for medicine, because you're going to say it now, the emblem for medicine. We are going to unmax the emblem for medicine, so you get to understand most of these things. But before we ride on, I'd like you to go to Revelation chapter number 14. Revelation chapter number 14. Before we go to start unmaxing the emblem or the symbol of medicine, right? Revelation chapter number 14. I'd like us to read Revelation chapter number 13. Revelation chapter number 13. Okay. So I'd like us to begin to read from verse 14 to 18. Okay, verse 14. And it deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the beast, image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 66. Now, please, I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to explain now. Verse 14 starts with and deceived them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast. The word image is the word likeness of the beast. Then he said, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And the next verse went on to say, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Because when you go down, you will now see that it caused all, both rich and poor, to receive a mark. So we are finding the mark to the image, because the mark itself is the image of the beast. after he finished performing these miracles, he told everyone, why not we create an image, which is the mark? And he said, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image, the likeness of the beast. Now this is what will happen. This false prophet will come on stage and he would have this ability through AI to make fire come down from heaven. And the people that are there would wonder. And he will sell this product because he will be a man that the people will love. And he's going to sell the product and say, well, why not we create an image? By imprinting this image into you, let's test this product. And people will buy into the product and begin to receive this mark. But a lot of people would not receive it. But I want to show you what happens to the people that receive the mark. The Bible says he had power to give life to the image of the beast. That means these people that have received the image, which is the likeness, which I told you is the mark, the incision, the imprint, the stigma, the mark of the beast. Now, when they receive the mark of the beast, they become what they call the human augmentation. That's what I mean by human augmentation. When they will be augmented, humans will be augmented to become biotechnologies, where human will be merged with machines. So I want to tell you what begins to happen to these people. The Bible says he had power to give life to the image, that the image should both speak, but not just speak. He said, and the image would have and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So what does the image do? Now imagine that I've received the mark. I'm saying imagine, do your own imagination that I've received the mark of the beast. What happens to me is that I am a tool in the hands of the government. Wherever I go, I'm like a walking device. Through me, they will be able to know those around me that have not received the mark. So I am like a tracker because they have put a tracker inside of me. I am now what they call an hackable device. So I can be hacked. And my eyes are now opened. Remember in Genesis, my eyes are now opened. So they could use through the lenses of my eyes, through my body, to note those around me that have not received the mark. So what happens then is that when I come close to my mother that has not received the mark and I have received the mark, what happens is then is that there is a signal, a checker. It's like a message alert. Nothing that there is somebody around that has not received the mark. So it is not now, not just them causing that those that have not received the mark to be put to death. I too, because I have received the mark, I have become an instrument in the hands of these people. What will begin to signal to the government that there is somebody around me that is a threat, and the government can come immediately and pick the person. Then you ask yourself, did I handle this person to be put to death? No. It's because I have become an instrument in the hands of the government. So he said, and cause as many that shall not worship the image of the beast should be put to death, should be killed. And verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, I need to explain this now, because when he said in their right hand and their forehead, the forehead doesn't really mean here. It could be anywhere around the right corner of your head. So when he said he caused them to receive on their forehead, it could be anywhere around. Because now what we are seeing is that we are seeing microchip, interface microchip, where they are putting it on the forehead, on the head of individuals, where they want to be able to augment the brains of these individuals so they can think smarter, faster. So this technology are around. We are not going to see them in the future. They are already here. And that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. I told you these are the implementations of the beast. The beast is trying to implement, is coming into power, is coming into stage by dishing out these devices. Now it's amazing. It's amazing that in Revelation chapter number 18, when we begin to read, the Bible says it deceives the nation to sorcery. At first, the nations will be deceived before a curse. Before we get to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, when he said, he caused all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their forehead. This will be the aftermath. The first that would come first is the deception. The nations of the earth will be deceived by what the by what the King James titled sorcery. When I told you the word sorcery means pharmakia, it actually means medicine. The nations of the world will be deceived by medicine, and the people that are going to be pushing this agenda is going to be the WHO, the World Health Organization. Now, would they understand that they are pushing for an agenda that is actually encoded in the Bible? That I can tell. But I know the devil is going to be using them to push this agenda, because he wants that his image, which are his likeness, they are on earth before it comes to play. So the Bible says, mothers shall betray mothers and sisters. How will this happen? By this implementation. Your mother will betray you. Your sister will betray you. Would they just wake up one morning and choose to betray you? No. They would have been augmented. And while they are there with you, the checker comes on and there is a threat alert saying there is somebody around that has not received the mark. And the police will come. Remember, right now, around the world, the police, they are creating machines that are police. Not human police, they are replacing it with human police. So these ones will not show mercy because they've been programmed to act us. So when they come, what they came to do is to pick you. Is to pick you. So I said, lastly, I want to just help you guys understand the symbol of the WHO. The symbol of the WHO. If you go to check the symbol of the WHO, you'll find out that you will see a rod and a snake. But I want you to take note about the things that are behind. You see flower and you see a tree. Sorry, a book. I think it's a book under, then the flowers, then the snake with a rod. Isn't that telling you something? Or wouldn't you care to ask where they got this emblem from? You should know where they got it from. The book of Genesis. Because the tree, the leaf signifies the tree of life. The book signifies the knowledge of the book of good and evil. So they are telling you we were there in the book of Genesis. That's our roots. That's where we came from. So the book of Genesis is actually where these guys came from. So we saw them when God says, who told you? So God is saying WHO is the one that actually dished out this information to you. It is WHO that made you naked. It's amazing that you know that I wouldn't even want to go to Corona, because if you check the word Corona, It actually, in Latin, it actually means 666, because the C stands for 3, the O stands for 15, the R is 18, the O is 15, the N is 14, the A is 1. If you do your calculation, what does it tell you? 666. What did the Bible told you in Revelation chapter 13 verse 18? Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600,606. I told you the government will be the one, but the people pushing the agenda will be the WHO. They will be pushing the agenda. So if you check the emblem, I told you the symbol for the WHO, I told you, you see it. Do your research. You see a leaf, a book under, you see the world in the center, then you see a tree, sorry, a rod, and a snake tied to it. Now if you check the image of Baphomet, you would notice that it is the same rod, the same emblem that you see in the image of Baphomet. I'm going to do another video where I'm going to explain. I think I'll just do a short video. I'm going to help you see the light of the difference between these two, which is the symbol of the WHO and Baphomet. It's going to be a wonderful video where I'm going to explore and expound these things to you. My name is Obasota Kenneth. Remember, I'd like you to share this video. I told you it's a research, and I'm doing my research because the Spirit of God told me to do this, so I'm just doing my own work. I'd like you to go do yours. Stay blessed.